Hi guys, welcome to my new group. I'm pretty excited about this because I know that what I've done with my own success, my own family, people who work for me, I'm about to share it with you lot. And I know how powerful it is, and I know that you're going to find it as powerful as they did. And I'm going to tell you some small snippets and stories about how my family have used some of the tips that I'm going to share with you over the coming weeks. But today I want to keep this video quite short. I want to give you something that you'll be able to take away straight away and not find immediate success, but find immediate relief and make some sense and sensibilities about your forward structure in terms of trying to find a job. It's a bit like everything, so I'm going to try and keep this video as short as possible, but I'm wanting to, rather than cut and edit and snip bits on the video, I want to try and keep it as real as possible. So please bear with me. I'll be referring to some notes and umming and ahhing every now and again, but I'll try and do my best. At the end of the video, you'll also find out why I might struggle a little bit in front of the camera, but also why I push myself to do that too. So here we go, let's have a little look. The first thing I want to talk to you about is clarity and practice. You know, if you want to be good at something, you have to practice doing it, and you have to do it in a structured way. It's no good me going to a piano to learn the piano, opening up and just practicing the same scales every day. I need to know which scales to practice, how to practice them. I need to not just practice them up and down, I need to practice them inside out and back to front. And what I'm going to share with you are some tips on how to do that so that you can master getting a job. The moment that you can master getting that job, you can go and get any job that you want to. And I'm going to share with you how my son and daughter have done just that too. So I think you'll find this really useful. This is aimed at say 17 to 23-year-olds, around that age group. You could be a little bit younger, you could be a little bit older, but the main focus is basically on that age group. So who am I and why can I tell you these things? Well, I am an entrepreneur. Let's get my teeth in properly. I run several businesses, some of them £1 million businesses. So I know what I'm talking about. I've probably interviewed over 1,000 people. I've probably received well in excess of 10,000 applications for jobs. And I've probably dumped most of those applications straight onto the cutting room floor without paying much attention to them, just looking for some key details. And during the course of this group, I will, not this video, but I will share exactly what I'm looking for so that you don't do that, and so that you don't end up on the cutting room floor the minute that your application hits someone's email box. And that's really important. So my businesses are mainly surrounding finance and property, and they're still in the growth mode, so we're still building those businesses. And even though I'm really successful in my businesses, I still have a business coach who helps coach and mentor me and make the right decisions. And I'm hoping that you guys can kind of use me, I suppose, in the same way. So I'm going to be sharing some information with you. Some of that information you might use, some of it you already use, some of it you think is complete nonsense. But I assure you, you try these things and your eyes will start opening and you'll start thinking, my God, that's pretty cool. So that's about me. Let me tell you about my son. So my son is 20. He's always, probably from the age of about 14, really been into fitness type things and enjoyed that. And so it was clear that that was kind of his route. You know, work isn't work if you enjoy what you're doing. You're almost being paid to do something that you enjoy doing. And especially if you can go to work, do the work as though you weren't being paid anything, then that's truly wonderful. And I am glad I'm blessed that that's happened to me. It's happened to my wife, and it's happening to my children. So my son, Alex, is 20, almost 21. He's already had his best ever job, and he's not even left uni yet. He's in his second year of uni. He's also started his own online business in terms of the personal coaching for fitness, which is quite phenomenal. My daughter, she's 18. She hasn't started uni yet, and she's already signed up for a fixed term contract doing the exact thing that she wants to do. My wife also, I tried to get her to think about retiring. She doesn't want to retire because she absolutely enjoys her job. It's a complete passion. And so, you know, these people, my family and myself, we do things that are just unbelievable. We've got such a happy outlook and family, and I put that down to two things. One is that we never need to worry about money, and two, we do things that we absolutely enjoy. We don't need to do anything that we don't enjoy. So that's quite good, I think, and I'm hopeful that that you'll benefit at some point in time from my tips and advice too. So where else are we? Mentor. Yeah, I mentioned earlier I've got a business coach who mentors me in my business, and I thought I was doing okay till about 4 years ago. My business coach came on board and started showing me some of the bits and pieces that I could do differently or better. Gave me some ideas. Actually, just talking about different ideas and things. Two heads are better than one. It's like our own mini mastermind group. And by the way, I did take a property mastermind group, and that immediately helped me buy 4 properties, and just the properties alone has secured my retirement forever, which is phenomenal. So mastermind groups are phenomenal, and I'm hoping that that's what we're going to create here. Now, you may be at a stage where you're thinking, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. It's not that important yet. And it isn't that important, but imagine if you could do exactly what you wanted to do. You absolutely loved doing what you wanted to do. When the alarm clock goes in the morning, you jump out of bed, or in fact, you don't even need an alarm clock because you're already woken up thinking, yeah, let's get going. That's the life that I live, and that's the life I want you to live. I don't want you to live the life of snoozing the alarm every 5 minutes because you just can't be bothered to get out of bed. And so mentorship is really cool and really helpful. So here's the first thing that I'm offering you to do. It's free, so it's not going to cost you any money. Down below there's a link to a website called Genius U. Basically everybody has a genius. They have a genius in a certain area. My genius was steel, which means that I'm cold and calculated, and I like figures, and I like to know exactly what's going on planned out. So for instance, before I found out about this, our family years ago went to Florida, and I basically planned out every day, all day, which drove my wife completely crazy because she's not in that headspace. She's quite happy to just go and let whatever happens happen. Whereas I knew if I planned it out meticulously, we were going to get on the rides first. We were going to get on as many rides as we want to. We'd go everywhere. We'd do everything we wanted to do. It ended up we had to do a little bit of both because I had to appease my wife and family. So, but that's okay. We still ended up having a great time. So that's my genius: steel, admin, boring stuff, planning. Now, that's not to say I can't do other things. As you can see, I'm in front of a camera now, just recording some videos for you. So I can do it, and I actually do enjoy doing this. So I'm much more rounded, I suppose. I'm a bit of a oxymoron, maybe. That might be the word. But let's find out what genius you have, because when you find out what genius you have, light bulbs suddenly start appearing and turning on, and you start thinking, that's why I enjoy doing that sort of thing, or that's why I don't enjoy doing that sort of thing. The moment you find out and go with your flow, and you know exactly what you like doing, and you just open yourself out to that, all of a sudden stops becoming a resistance, and the gates come down, and you just go and start doing the things that you enjoy doing, and you can build your work around that, or at least you can sign up for things that do that. So for instance, I've been a financial advisor, or been in financial advice, since I was 24, and it wasn't until about 5 years ago I realised what my genius was, and I think, well, actually I really enjoy doing my work, I've chosen that career, and actually it all matches up. So that's what I want for you to do. Let's have a look. So the first thing you need to do is find out where you are and what you want to do. Because once you've done that, you know what type of jobs and work that you need to apply for. So go to the link, take your Genius U test. There are other tests that you can do that cost money. You don't need to do that yet. Hopefully what will happen is, as the months go by, we'll grab some people in from Roger Hamilton's group, which organises Genius U, to talk to us more about that. So we'll have some special guests commenting on that. I want to know what genius you are, whether you feel, because when I first found out about mine, I thought, no, I'm a star, I want to be in front of the camera, I'll be on stage and singing songs and things, which I do enjoy doing, but I couldn't do it forever in a day. Whereas people who are in that kind of category, they couldn't do the financial advice stuff that I'm doing, but they could be on stage every hour of every day. So I want to know what genius you are, what you enjoy doing, and how that matches into your genius. What type of jobs that you would want to do that would be working within your genius. I hope you find this useful. Please also add some comments if you think this is a load of tripe. Well, maybe not. No, don't do that. Let me know what you think, because the more I know about what you want, the more I can help you. Before I leave you, I just want to let you know, in my next video, what I'm going to do is talk to you about how over, I think it was 80% of applications that we receive hit the cutting room floor immediately, and how you can stop that happening for yourself. So, hope you found this useful. Go do the test now. It takes about a minute or two, and come back and post your comments. What is your genius? What kind of things do you like doing? How does that fit within your genius? What kind of jobs would fit around that area? Good luck.